Okay, guys, we're live. Good morning. It is a beautiful day. It's almost 9:30. 1 minute to go. We are going to trade. Looking at the topic of this is we have a small account here. Let me share my screen. It's 9:30, guys. So we are looking at the screen now, which I'm gonna share right now. Entire screen. Yes. There we go. And I am going to put myself down here. There we go. So now you can see what's going on the screen. The 9:30 candle is printing. You can see that. That's US, the NAS 100. You can see it is pumping down. So we're going to wait for the first 5 minutes. We are using our 5-minute retest strategy. There are many strategies that we trade. We have the FFCC, which is the free flow color change. So basically with that one, you jump in following the color of the bar. So the first bar, you wait for the first bar to start printing. And as you can see, it is printing a red candle, even though it has a long wick at the bottom. I don't really like that long wick, especially when it's coming from the bottom like that. And it is a red bar. It's very easy to get in for a sell or a short trade and get wicked at the bottom. Okay, so we're just gonna give it time. This is a 5-minute time frame. If we look at the 1-minute time frame, you can see it's still printing the red bar here. So the first minute has closed. If we go to the 2-minute, where we normally take our free flow color change, you can see the bar is still a red bar. It's a big bar going down. Okay, it's pushing to the downside. But it's also making this long wick at the bottom, so you can see what's going in. So if we are using a free flow color change, okay, so the first bar has closed a red and now it is green. Okay, so if you are to enter the trade here, your stop loss would be at the top, opening of the bar, and it is coming back for you. Okay, so we also include 2 indicators. Okay, the 2 indicators that we normally include is the simple moving averages. So you're going to click this twice, simple moving average. So we have one here is the 9 right now, but we're going to change that to 20. Okay, so we go to settings, the inputs here, you're going to put 20, and the style is blue, but you make it a little thicker so you can see that. There you go, and you press OK. So you can see the blue, and then the other one, we're going to make it 20. Simple moving average 20. So you just hover over it, and you can. No, this is going to be 200. The other one is 20, and this is the 200. So we're going to make it red, and we have that. And move this guy up. There you go. So now you have your 200 and you have your 20. So you can see this started right above the 200. We had a fall. It fell down, like literally went down. And now it is going up. Okay. You can see that it is going up. And it didn't get the stop loss yet if you had entered this bar, the free flow color change. So they're still in the trade, but it is coming back for their stop losses. But we are mostly interested in our 5-minute bar, which still has some time to go. This is how the 5-minute bar looks right now. And if you look at our trading platform, which is FBS, you can see where this is. And this is the plan we're going to follow today. Let me see if I can bring it up. Yeah, here's the plan. So we're going to use we can use a safe hunt. We can use a surgical strike. So we're going to be using a 5-cent lot size or a 10-cent or a 50 if we go very, very aggressive. So most likely we're going to use the 5 because it's a very small account. You guys can see we are starting at a disadvantage. The account is 135.57. So I'm going to write that down. Today, that's where we're starting. Now we have automated all these guys. Yeah, using AI, you create a tracker that tracks your trades every single day, your entry points, your take profit. Okay, so it's 9:35. So the first candle has already printed. So what we do is we come here, we take our rectangle tool, and we're gonna put it at the top, all the way to the bottom, including the wick. And we're gonna just extend that to infinity. Okay, so let's see. Make sure it maps the exact points. There you go. And at the top, yes, so we got that. And now, what do we wait for? We're gonna go down to 1 minute, okay? So from 5 minute time frame, we go down to 1 minute. Okay, so now you can see the 1 5 minute candle is called to 5 1 minute bars. And this is the 6th bar that is printing. So we're gonna wait for a breakout. Okay, so like now you can see it's breaking out. Once it breaks out, we're gonna wait for a retest. Okay, so there is our retest right there. So we're gonna enter the trade very, very soon. We're gonna take, if it's, so we prepare ourselves for a long position in case this closes. I don't like the way it is going inside, okay? I don't like the way it's going inside. Okay, so that is not what we call a retest. That's just a minor pullback into the zone. I'll only consider this a retest if this is a red candle. It has to be the opposite color candle, okay? So this is just a continuation. This is just a breakout. Now, you can trade this, but this is risky. You're probably going to have about 38% win rate, 38 to 40. Whereas if you have a clear retest of the opposite bar, a red bar coming in here, you could literally have you can increase your odds to 50 to 60%, okay? So this here, you see already, you can see something is coming down. So hopefully this comes all the way down here. I would like actually to come and kiss the breakout line here. This line at the top of the rectangle. If it comes and kisses that, then that's a clear indication of a pullback, a retest, and it's going to be a classical retest, okay? So right now it's still a distance up there. It's just probably a minor pullback. You know, it reels you in and then it beats you up. Okay, so that has come much closer, and I think it is, yes, it is touching the, yes, it's touching our, it has to, guys, it doesn't have to be like, oh no, it's not touching it. It is touching it. You can see right there. You guys can see that. Okay, so now before we enter the trade, we're going to be looking at, so we wait for the next candle to print. The next candle should be a green bar. If it's a green bar, we're going to enter right away. Our stop loss is going to be the previous low, which is the low of the retest. Okay, so now this is beautiful right here. The formation here is beautiful. Okay, so there we go. We're going to wait for that to close, to confirm the retest, and then we're going to enter the trade if it does really continue to the upside. Okay, because sometimes it does this and then it goes back all the way and the breakout happens on the other side. So this candle will be closing in a few seconds. Okay, so there we go. I think we're going to enter there. Let's enter that trade, and we are entering with a 5. We're going to buy. So we bought our stop loss. Stop loss is the previous swing low, which is right here, 26,884. 26,884, and our take profit would be a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So we entered right there. That's where our stop loss is, and we have a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So we're going to push it way, way, way up. Okay, there, somewhere there. There we go. There we go. Exactly 26,943, guys. 26,943. Go. So our trade is set. So you can see our stop loss is down here. Our take profit is up here. Even though it seems like it's trying to come down, I'm just believing that there'll be some force to push it up. Yes, I can see that was actually some previous high today. Okay. Let's see what happens. So we already took our trade. You can walk away. We have put our stop loss. We have put our take profit. Everything looks good. We just wait for the market to do its thing. Okay, so while the market is doing its thing, you guys, we can be chatting about other things, guys. So I'm gonna do the two housekeeping chores that we normally go through. Okay, so this is our entry point. Our take profit is up there. You can see we've taken the trade. This is where our stop loss is, the previous swing low. Actually, yeah, so that is our take profit right there. The retest candle was this one here. However, you can see the wick for our confirmatory candle actually closed below it. So that may not be an A plus setup for me. The A plus was the previous, if you guys watched our previous training, I don't know if I can find it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, this one here. If you didn't watch our live, our previous live is this one here. This was for the Tuesday session where we traded Forex, trading the 5-minute breakout retest strategy A to Z for beginners. You guys go and watch this video here. This video talks about, it shows you exactly what a plus setup is, an A plus setup. The A plus setup, I consider the A plus setup to be where actually the red candle, the bar that came down to retest our range, actually went inside the range and wicked out, and a small body closed above the range. So only the wick was actually inside the range. And then there we got our green bars and our take profit was hit so fast. It was unbelievable. Okay. It was a classic, it was like a textbook A plus breakout, 5-minute breakout retest trade. So right now you can see we are getting this pullback here. So this may happen sometimes, the market goes up and down, okay? So there's people who have entered here. So the market will always come to take that stop loss, to take their stop losses, take some liquidity, take some juices out of the market so that it can continue to the upside, okay? So, basically when the market is moving, somebody somewhere is providing that liquidity. Somebody is losing their money. Somebody is giving back to the market. So that's why it goes up and down. The buyers will buy, the sellers will sell. And sometimes the buyers overpower the sellers, and then we get what we get, an uptrend. And sometimes we get you see the buyers overpowering the sellers, what you get, an uptrend, right? When there's demand, there's a higher demand for the commodity. It's a matter of supply and demand. So when there's a higher demand, what do you get? You get the price going up. So that's exactly what happened. The price of NASDAQ, the value of NASDAQ goes up whenever there's a higher demand. That means more people putting in money, buying, being hopeful that it's going to go up. So we're getting close to our take profit. You guys can see we're getting close there. Okay, so I can see on the chat that some of our members are already taking profit. There's some who just go by 1 to 1.5, so they've already hit their take profits. They're celebrating. There's another private chat here that I can see on the screen. I see emojis flying left and right. We're still hopeful, okay, that we will get there. So we're just waiting for that to get there. Now, sometimes the market does what it does. but we already set our take profit and our stop loss is very close, is very tight. So to safeguard this small account, it's a very tiny account. I can save you guys the story for another day. This is not good. Did you see what it did? Nasdaq just gapped down. Wow. So I don't know. That could be the pullback. It just gapped all the way down there. Spiky was so spiky. So I don't know, because some people have already taken profit at the top there, but for us, it is shooting down. Wow. It is shooting down. So let's see what happens. We have our stop loss already set, guys. So no need to panic. If it gets too close, it's going to take us out of the market and still preserve our account. Okay. We normally trade between 9:30 and 11 o'clock. So 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So depending on where you are, if you don't know what 9:30 is, you can always use our tools. We have a Profit and Wellness Hub. You can go there, go to the app section. Okay, you guys see what happened? They really came for this liquidity here. They cleaned up all this and then they still go up. So it's still pumping up, but it just had to come and weak everybody out of here. Oh my goodness. See it? Look at that. Look at that massive weak here. Now, this could signify that there was a lot of money. Okay, we hit take profit. So let's go and see. Yes, we did. So guys, we hit our take profit. So let's go and see. Yep, so we started at 135.57 and we are now at 148.57. Okay, so 135.57 and we are now at 148.57. Okay, so that's a double whammy. Today I'm going to show you how you can increase your chances of making more money, because I see from our headline, our goal is to get to 200, but you guys are forgetting it's a very tiny account. And as we promised, we're going to be going following our strategy. Our strategy is this one here, safe hands. We're only going to do safe hands. New rules. Okay, so new rules. Forget what you saw the last 2 weeks, where we were literally going in with using the free flow color change and we were going ballistic on the lot sizes. Okay, this is a trading account. So with the permission of my student who owns the account, who is learning, who is coming back to trading. Literally, he was using an algo before, like 3-4 years ago. Algo bot trading, and it killed his account because the bot went crazy at some point. There was something that happened with gold and it kind of, so he quit trading and now he's coming back, but his mindset was very shaky, and you can't be a trader if your mindset is very shaky. So I had to show him the ugly part of trading with a real account. Okay, because it feels different when you're trading real money, your real and hard-earned cash that you have struggled to save, put it in a live account. It is different from trading on a demo account. Okay, I'll always tell you that there's a difference in terms of your psychology, mindset, the butterflies in your stomach. You feel different when your money is on the line than if you are using the broker's money. Okay, the broker's money, the demo account or paper money, it feels unreal. However, that's how we all learn, okay, to minimize risk. Because if you can't afford to lose it, please. Guys, I just lowered my desk. My desk can stand and kneel whenever I need it, because I don't want to sit for too long. At the same time, I don't want to stand for too long. So I do about 1 hour of sitting, and then I do about 15 minutes of standing, or half hour, depending on how I feel. But I intermittently move the desk up and down. So I've just sat down. So you might realize my position was different. But these are the rules we are following. So execution plan. We don't want to obliterate this account. Instead, we want to grow this account like the way Rome was built. And you guys can see we got in, and what happened? This is what happened. So I was telling you guys that we're going to have a double whammy on this. So what we do, we go to the 15 minute, okay? I'm showing you another way of doing this. So we go to the 15 minute, okay? So let me remove all the drawings. Okay, so we are still back on NASDAQ. So we're gonna isolate the 15-minute open candle breakout. Okay, the 15-minute open candle, the first 15 minutes. I think it was this one. Yes, so it's this green bar here. Okay, so we're gonna come, we're gonna mark the 15-minute again, just like we did earlier. And because I know some of you like to trade many times, okay? So, but you know, the subsequent trades are always going to be risky. Okay, so there we go. The market taketh what it giveth. So are you willing to do that? Just go into that knowing that you can lose what you've already gained. However, I want to show you guys everything, the bad, the ugly, and the good. But before we proceed, guys, let's do the two house chore things that we normally have to do. That is a prayer and a disclaimer. Let me start with a disclaimer. Whatever I'm showing you guys here is not financial advice or investment advice. And this is not some get-rich-quick scheme. You have to learn the skills, okay? You have to learn the strategies. They say it takes about 10,000 hours to become a good trader, okay? And there's no guarantee that the results I'm showing you, you guys are going to be able to replicate these results. There's no guarantee that you're going to be able to do that, okay? It requires some practice, some skill, okay? You just saw what time was that? 9:45. We entered at about 9:39, and by 9:45 we were out. We already got our 10%. I'm gonna do the maths for you. What percentage that was? Okay, so then you guys can imagine if you have. So you go to the 15-minute, then you go down to the 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. So again, you're going to wait for the 5 minutes. Okay, so the 5-minute candle closes. We are waiting for the same breakout retest on the 5-minute. Okay, so we did that 5 to 1. Now we're doing 15 to 5, and then we're going to do 1 hour to 15. So we're going to have a triple whammy, not even a double whammy. I'm just going to give you guys everything. I'm going to show you a triple whammy. And if you guys want a quadruple whammy, we're going to do it. Okay, we're going to look at the day, and then we're going to take a trade on the 4-hourly, okay? We can look at the day and the 4-hourly, but that means sitting here and glued to a computer for a very, very long time. Or we can do the 4-hourly and take the trade on the 30 minutes or on the 1-hour time frame, okay? So right now, we're going to wait for this 5-minute candle to close, okay? The 5-minute closes, and we are going to jump in, okay? So here we have the 2-minute bars. We use the 2-minute bars for FCC, okay? So literally, you're going with the color change. It's free flow color change. You're looking at the location from the moving averages. So I don't mean to confuse you guys, but what I'm trying to say, there are many strategies you can use to come here and make money out of this market, okay? So here, if we go down to the 1 minute, okay, you can see exactly what happened on the 1 minute. Okay, so 1 minute. This is the 15-minute chart we have just drawn. You can see how that looks. This is the 15-minute bars, and you can see what's going on here. So let's go back to our 15-minute and finish what I was saying. So we marked the 15 minutes, okay? And this is there's still like what, a minute to go. So this is the breakout. You can see this candle literally broke out. It closed outside the 15-minute range. We got an immediate retest, and this is a classic retest. You guys can see it's almost classical. Okay, hopefully the body closes outside. If it closes outside and the wick inside, that is what I call a classical. I like those type of retests because they're kind of, they put you high up there, percentage-wise, in terms of your winning rate, okay? Because sometimes you get a fake breakout, okay? But if you have this candle closing outside the range, and then just sending its long wick inside, inside this red bar, if it sends its wick inside, right inside, okay? It's a classical. It's El Clasico, my friend, okay? Let's see what's going to happen. We have 3 seconds to go. Okay, there we go. So that bar has closed and boom. So that breakout has not happened on this candle, on this bar. Instead, we have a bar right inside. So, okay, so the 5 minute, the 15-minute range with a 5-minute time frame for us to take a trade has not behaved yet. Okay, so since we're here up to 11, we're going to keep an eye on this. So we could have another chart open for the 1 hour, okay? So that means at 10:30, our first bar closes, and then we go down to the 15-minute and see if we're going to be able to capture. That's for those of you who want to stay longer in the markets, you know, those of you who want to stay longer in the market. Because some people are like, okay, so you just came in at 9:30, and by 9:50, we were done. We already harvested whatever we wanted to harvest. Okay. So I said we were going to use the safe hunt. Okay. We used the safe hunt. Okay. So this is what we used, the safe hunt. Today, we used the safe hunt. Okay. We use the 5-cent lot size. Okay. Which is equivalent to a 0.05 standard lot. And you guys can understand why we are using such a small lot size. It's because of the account size, the margin. We're trying to protect our margin, even though we're still stretching the margin because the account is just about $100 and some change. But this was our safest hunt. Okay, this was based on a $500 account, but this account is 5 times less that. Okay, that's why we're using 5 cents. It still makes it very risky for this small account. However, the setup was excellento. Take profit was hit without any problem, and we just take the one trade and go away. Okay. However, I wanted to show you guys a double whammy, triple whammy, if possible, so you guys can be happy, because most of you are like, oh, I just don't want to take one trade. Well, you don't want to lose your account, right? Okay. Trust me. Some of us have been online for many, many years. Okay. We've seen the ugly, the good, and the bad. When I talk about the ugly, the good, and the bad is people losing accounts, literally $1,000, thousands of dollars being wiped out by one little week down, especially when you're trading assets like the NASDAQ, gold, crypto. They spike a lot, like they're extremely volatile. Okay. So you have to be prepared for weeks, crazy weeks like this. You know, this comes down here, boom, it weeks out everybody around here. This comes here, collects all the liquidity here, boom. But now when it moves, it also moves big time. You know, like see this move here? This is millions made already. Some people made tons of money. They got in here. When this bar starts forming, when it breaks above the red, they got in there, they got out right there. When this red bar starts forming, they get out. So that move alone made some people millions. Okay, these bars here. Okay, and I'm talking out of what I'm seeing on our charts. In the Smart Wolf Club, we have a lot of members. We have a lot of traders, coaches from all over the world. Tajimoto from Tokyo, Japan. He's been in the Smart Wolf Club for over 20 years. These guys, some of these guys have been trading for 20, 30, 40, almost 40 years, some of them, 38 years. I mean, they've been doing the trading. You remember the days where you literally had to call somebody to place a trade, paper, you know, like send like a little note, telegram, or you remember those days, you know, where you have to call, make a call to the trading house, and the bank has to move the money, wire the money. I mean, it was crazy. Now you can digitally, and some of these institutions don't even trade live now. They use a bot trading. We have created a bot actually, and I'm probably going to give access to some of you guys for free. Okay, you do it at your own risk. We created a bot that trades gold, and it is making about 1% per trade. So if you're so 1%, now that may not sound like a lot. I think it's 1.1%. We've tested it for quite some time, and it is averaging about 1.13% return on a daily basis, average. So some days you're going to get red days, some days you get more, but the average is about 1.13 per day, per session. Like if it fires on Monday, you decide you want to trade, it will trade that day. If you want to turn it off, okay. But we have automated the bot now, so it takes trades whenever the conditions are met, and as soon as it hits your take profit goal, it gets out of the market, so it can protect your winnings. And then the next day, so that's day one. The next day, it's based on a daily auto on and off process, okay, logic. So it only starts trading when the conditions are met, and then it stops trading when the conditions are not met. So guys, somebody might be asking, what am I doing right now? Right now, what we have done is we have taken the first trade, was in the books. It's a win. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch this video. So now we are waiting for a breakout on the 15-minute range. Okay, so this is the 15-minute open range, this one right here, 15 minutes. So basically what you do is you wait for so you go to your trading view. Okay, now some people are like, what is trading view? Trading view is a platform that we use for analyzing our trades, for analysis, literally. Most traders will use the trading view. It's universally used. It's very good. We use it every single day. We are trading, whatever we are trading, whether we're trading Forex, stock options, we go to trading view. Okay, this is where we gonna do our good and ugly stuff. Okay, this is where monies are made, and this is where money is lost. Okay, if you don't do a good job, you're gonna lose your money. If you do a good job, okay. So we put a disclaimer. So whatever I'm showing you guys here is not financial advice or professional advice. This is risky stuff. We are trading Forex today, and we are trading the NAS 100. And from the title of this live, we are taking our account from, to be exact, from 135 to 200 is the goal. Okay. Now the goal, you must have a goal, and we are trading the New York Open, okay, session. All right, not London, not. You can see the account is now 148. So we started at 135.57. We are at 148. So we made $13. Okay, just like what we made on Tuesday, about $13, guys. So some people will ask, what is $13, guys? Remember, my student lives in the village. Okay, this guy lives in the village where, on average, he made $1 per day, working from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day, Monday to Friday to Sunday, guys. Wake up in the morning, very, very subsistence life. And I'm talking out of experience because I come from the village, okay? And when I tell you $1, some people are like, get out of here, man. Stop blowing smoke in our guys. If you want me to take you to the village, you will see. You wake up in the morning, there's no work. Then one day you get a job, they pay you $3, $4. On average, it's going to be about $1 per day, okay? So when I tell you $1 per day, trust me, I've lived there. I've gone through that, and I go through that. I know. I work with these folks every single day, okay? So we have one here who is trying to get out of the village. So again, there's a story. If you have not watched our live sessions, go and watch them. The playlist is Can I Recover 1600? That is the playlist. Can I Recover 1600? You're going to hear the whole story. You're going to see our journey. And if you want to go dig deeper, go and watch our playlist that says Forex trading training. If you want to learn how to trade Forex, go and watch that playlist. Forex trading training. I talk about how to open your account with the brokers, how to set up your trading view, because some people are asking these questions. Okay. And if you need hand holding, if you need somebody to show you all this, because sometimes it's overwhelming. And I know you guys are watching a lot of videos on YouTube from different gurus. Okay, I'm not a guru. We are not gurus in the Smart Wolf Club. We are just real guys, normal people, your neighbor. And probably you could easily find me in your neighborhood as your neighbor there. Okay, just regular people, just leading normal lives, like underground. And it's during the pandemic that it really touched close to our hearts. And we decided that, you know what, let's go and share this information with our brothers and sisters and try to help people. Because if you have something in your head, a dream, an idea, a skill you've mastered over time, it's very easy to take that to 6 feet under, okay? And, you know, life goes quickly. We are only here for a very, very short time, okay? You know, some people think life is infinity. No, 90 years old, 100 years, you're lucky to get to 90 years old. God bless your heart if you get to 90 years old. And that some people think 90 years old is a long time. I used to think that when I was a little kid. 1 year was so long, especially if you're when we're in the school program, education programs, where they tell you go to school. Man, 1 year was so long. Before you move to the next grade, man, that took eternity. But nowadays, as I've grown older, man, what is a year? If I tell somebody I'm going to see you next year, I know I'm going to see them like it's like tomorrow. It's like a blink of an eye. There you go. Oh, it's already time to go and meet this person or this guy or this. You make an appointment for 2 weeks. You're like, those days used to be like 2 weeks is such a long time. My God, 2 weeks is like a blink of an eye, not even a blink. I'm like, oh, it's already 2 weeks. Oh, it's time to go. So we set up a trade here. We're like, okay, this is a long-term trade, an option trade. It's 1 month. You'll be like, oh, 1 month is such a long time. Guys, before you know it, the 1 month is here. You're harvesting your profits, okay? And we talk about 1 month option trading, selling options 1 month ahead for those of you who are going through retirement, okay? You have a fixed nest egg. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on here. So remember we have a setup we are waiting for. So this was the 15-minute. We were waiting for a 5-minute breakout. Okay, it did, but it came right back into the range. So this negates the breakout retest story. So there's no way we can take this trade unless it's outside the range. So we have up to 11 o'clock for this to break out. I wanted to show you guys a triple whammy, even a quadruple whammy, but it looks like our triple whammy is not working. Okay, so the triple whammy will be based on the 5 minute down to 1 minute, 15 minutes down to 5 minutes, 1 hour down to 15 minutes. So we can, let's see 1 hour. The 1 hour candle has already printed because it's only 10:07. So that's at 30 minutes. Oh, guys, it's not 1 hour yet. Whew. I'll be like 1 hour. That's crazy. All right. So it's it's not over yet. I've just been told, no, it's only 10:07. So we started at 9:30. It's 10:07. I feel like I've been here for so long because I've been talking for so long. So it's time for me to do what? Bite an apple. Can you guys hear me? Because sometimes I go through this and somebody comes and says, I could not hear you. Yeah, I think the mic is live. It doesn't say muted, so I'm okay. So far, we are 38 minutes into our live session. So if you are just joining us, we are trading NASDAQ today. It's Forex trade. You can see, let me bring this is the account that we are building, compounding the account slowly. We have decided to follow a safe hunt process, okay? Not the crazy, because we don't want to blow the account again in front of you guys. We're going to show you how you build your accounts, small account, okay? Most people are like, okay, you can start trading with, I need a lot of money to start trading. You can start a small way. It's just going to take you longer to get to your goals, but it's okay. We all come from different positions. Like I was explaining, this account belongs to my student. With his permission, we are trading this account live in front of you guys. You can see we started at 135 today, okay? To be exact, it was 135.57, and now it's 148.57, so exactly $13. And we made $13 in less than 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Literally, it was quick. Maybe 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, okay? So if you are to do the percentages, guys, you can go here, bring up a calculator. Because when I tell you $13, most people will be like, what's $13? Because I know some of you spend that for a cup of coffee. So, but anyway, my student lives in the village where he lives under $1 per day. So $13 is a 2 weeks wager, almost 2 weeks. I mean, if you leave it under $1 per day, then multiply that by 100. So you guys can see it's a 9.58% growth, okay? Now, if you come in and do that every single day, and we could, because we did that on Tuesday, right? We made $13 on Tuesday from even a much smaller account, because I think the account was 123. We pushed it to 135. So the percentage was about 10% or slightly more. So you guys can see we are averaging about that 9-10% every time we trade. And we are using the safe hand, trying not to blow the accounts up. So now if this continues every day, so we trade here, let's say every day, 5 days a week. So multiply this by 5, you see it'll be at 47, okay? So it doesn't take long. If you multiply that by 3 sessions, 3 weeks, you'll be at 143. So you'll have doubled the account in less than 3 weeks, okay? So let's say if you guys who are saying, I don't have money, and you don't need a lot of money, you can start small following this strategy. And you can join us live here, so you can copy our trades. Every week, I'm going to give you 2 live sessions, promise, pinky promise. Every week, you're going to have 2 live sessions, okay? So what's today? Today is Thursday, right? Tuesday, we had a live session, 9:30. Thursday, we have a live. Okay, next week, we're going to have a live on Wednesday and Friday. So we don't trade the same days. I'm not going to show you lives on the same days. So at least some of you who are able to get on this live Thursday, next week, some of you will be able to get on the Friday live. So next week, it's going to be Wednesday live and Friday live. If you don't want to miss our lives, make sure you subscribe to this channel, the Smart Wolf Club channel, and hit the bell notification. When we schedule the live, you're going to be notified, and you guys can jump in at 9:30. And we'll be trading Forex for the next few weeks, so you guys can learn how to trade Forex. And we use the same strategies to trade stocks, crypto, and we're going to go into those in the future, because we have a lot of members in the Smart Wolf Club who are trading different assets, okay? There's some who are trading gold right now. There's some who are trading crude oil. There's some who are trading commodities. There's some who are trading other indices. Instead of the NAS 100, they're trading the US 30, the German one, and there are many others, okay? There's some who are trading stocks, okay? Tesla, Nvidia, Apple stock. And then we have those who are doing retirement things. They're trading stock options. Again, we're going to be showing you guys all that. And as I go along, I sprinkle the dust. Literally, I'm saying I give you small nuggets here and there. I show you how you can do this, so you guys are not in total darkness, okay? There's one thing we have not done today. Let's say a word of prayer. In the belief of the Father, we pray that the Almighty blesses our learning. Those who are going to apply this training may also become successful. We pray that the students who are going to follow this strategy may also become successful. We pray that the markets be good to us. The markets be good to us. We pray that those who are going to watch this video on YouTube and take action, that they may also be successful. We pray and believe in the power of the Almighty. We pray. Amen. Guys, it's very important, because we all need help from the man above. And we also need some luck on our side, because the market is extremely volatile, okay? Some days you're going to come in here, and whatever you try, your best strategy is going to give you, bam, a slap on your face. Literally take all your profits, okay? So you guys can see what's going on there. So we are just in limbo now. You can see it is just going down. So it went up, then it started going down, and now it is down, down, down forever. Big bars going down. Very, very, very enticing for the free flow color change, okay? Free flow color change, very, very enticing. How do you take the free flow color change here? As soon as this red candle engulfs the previous green, you would jump in there with a small percentage of your account. Your stop loss is going to be above there. and it's printing a big red bar to the bottom, which is this one here. So we are waiting for a breakout. Okay, so we marked the 15-minute range. And now we are waiting for a breakout. And we're going to look out for a breakout retest of the same. Sometimes it doesn't come. It doesn't come. We're not going to take it because we already got our goal. Not our goal, but we already had a winning trade. And we took one trade, and you get out of the market. One trade can pay you guys and give you enough money that you need. You just need to do your calculations. So let's say, how much did we make? To be exact, we actually made exactly $13 with a small account. The account was 135.57. We made $13. Okay, so let's say, let's our imagination wander. So let's say I had 1,357, 355, and 57. Okay. And I decided, okay, let's say, okay, let me show you something here. Let me just show you the numbers. So 13 is what we made divided by 135.57. So I just want to show you the percentage win. That one multiplied by 100. So this is the percentage, 9.58%. Okay. All right. Remember that number, 9.58%. So let's say on this account, instead of us having only the 135.57, we had a bigger account of about $1,000. Okay, some of you are well endowed, so you come in and deposit 13557. So you know how I would be trading that account? Instead of using a 5 cents lot size, I would use a 50 cents lot size, 10 times. The account is 10 times, right? So I would be using a 50 cents lot size. So you know what this would have translated into? So we're going to say the same, 1355.7, and we're going to multiply that by the 9.58 to see what was the gain. So this, oh, sorry. It's in percentage wise. Okay. So you're going to multiply by 0. Okay, let's do this again. The maths here. That times the percentage, which was a 0.0955. That was the percentage, right? The percentage was 9.558 or something. So let's say it was 958, and then we multiply that. So you see, you'd have banked with the same effort, same trade, you'd have banked 129. Now, 129 starts making sense for some people. Even if you live in a fast world, if you're making 129 every single time you trade, you're somewhere, because that means for 5 days, you would have made an extra $600. $600 extra is a lot of money for some people, okay? Not for everybody. For some, I know some of our coaches, like Tajimoto is on here from Tokyo, Japan. His daily is $1,000. That's his daily expense, okay? His monthly expense is about $30,000 based on his lifestyle, his housing, his cars, his food, special sushis, special massages. He spends about 30K. That's his expense. So whenever he's trading, his minimum goal is $1,000 per trading session. For some of you, okay, so this was getting you right there, almost close, okay? With $1,000, you can make $649 per week, right? Trading 5 days per week. So if you do that in a month, that's an extra $2,500, okay? From $1,000 account. Guys, little effort, big pay. Now, is this going to happen all the time? No guarantees, okay? The market goes up and down, but here you go. On average, that's what you're returning. Let's take our imaginations even further. Let's say that account was 13,555, whatever the number was, 13,557, okay? Multiplied by the growth, the gain that we did today, 958. Again, see, that simple trade would have earned you 1,298. Okay, same risk level, same effort. This is how much you'd have made today. Now, will this start making a big difference to some of you? Yes, I bet it will. $1,200 extra in what, 5 minutes? Like less than half an hour, because we were there at 9:30 and by 9:50 that thing was already done. The take profit had already been hit. Look at that. Look at that. That's what we're talking about. From a what? A $13,000 account. Now imagine, just let your imagination wander. Some of our members in the Smart Wolf Club and some of our coaches, they are trading 10 times this. Their account sizes are 10 times, even 100 times this. We have folks who have $1 million in their account for trading. Okay, so multiply this by the factors. If they, some of them took the exact trade that I took. As I say, okay, we're entering here, they're doing the same thing. Enter here, stop loss here, take profit here, go, I'll leave the market, come back, take profit, done, boom. They copy and boom. While we are celebrating $13, they're celebrating $12,000, $10,000. I mean, crazy, crazy numbers, okay? I see that on the charts, okay? So I was just trying to make you understand, broaden your mindset, broaden your thinking, okay? Now, is this guaranteed? It is not guaranteed. That's why we put a disclaimer, okay? It's not some get-rich-quick scheme. For you to get to this level, your stomach butterflies, your anxiety, you have to keep those at check, your disappointment. You may lose a few accounts to get to that level where you are comfortably implementing a strategy and not being greedy, not being emotional trader. When the wicks come down, you're not getting out quickly, you're not moving your stop loss, you just take the trade and let the market do its thing. You know, the market is going to give you what the market wants to give you. Market giveth what it giveth. The market giveth what it wants to giveth, and the market taketh what it wants to take, and the market taketh whatever it giveth you if you stay long enough in the market. So if you stay for so long trading, over trading, which is a killer, and that happens for new beginners, new people, okay, less experience, you get so greedy, you win one big trade and you're going to give back all the winnings plus your account. Now, at the end of this, I always sprinkle some AI knowledge. You know why I like to sprinkle AI? Because we are using it every single day now. Okay, we have self-driving cars. If you guys haven't seen one of those, you can just do a Google search, go to YouTube, and you'll see self-driving cars. Okay, you guys have phones, and now you can just speak to your phone, and it does stuff. Okay, call so and so, and it picks up your voice, transcribes that into some action, into some commands, database, learning modules, and boom, it executes your command, okay? All that is possible because of AI, okay? So you cannot hide. We cannot stay under the rock. So in the Smart Wolf Club, our philosophy is very simple, is to educate our members, inform them, and take away the ignorance. And we are looking for freedoms. What freedoms are we looking for? There's only 3 major freedoms that we are looking for. We are looking for financial freedom, location freedom. Financial, we want to get to a point where we can generate incomes online doing activities like trading, okay? Trading the markets, that's one of them. It's not the only one. It's probably the least one. There's what we call digital marketing, which is big, big, big. And then, of course, now we have the AI, insemination of AI. So we sprinkle AI along all these activities, okay? So like right now, I was just telling you in the beginning, those of you who are here earlier, I talked about a bot trading. You know what we call bot trading? So, you know, one guy, one billionaire, I think he's still there. If you guys can go research all the billionaires, he said, if you're not making money while you sleep, while you're away, if your money is not working for you, you know, you go somewhere and you're working for somebody, they pay you a wage, right? A fixed wage. Most of us are there, right? 9 to 5s. Some of us work there, and you go to work and somebody pays you a fixed amount of money for your salary. It doesn't matter what you do. You negotiated, a certain hourly rate or monthly. Some of you are on salaries. Some of you are contractors. So you've agreed, I'm going to build this foundation for you for 100K, or I'm going to build this home for you for 100K. So my labor, everything costs are included. So it's fixed. It doesn't matter what you do, right? You go above and below, it's fixed. Okay, now I do know some of you work on commission or bonuses. They have some bonus scheme. That is immaterial here. I'm just talking about whatever they're paying. So they really determine, whoever is giving you the opportunity, the job or the contract, they determine what type of lifestyle you lead. Okay, so we are trying to educate ourselves to a point where, you can make extra out there, by learning a skill, like learning AI, or learning how to trade, learning how to speak, learning how to cook, learning how, other than your 9 to 5, you learn another skill. And we realized that during the pandemic, right? Because some businesses were wiped out. We have friends who lost their careers there because the pandemic was one thing that changed everything. Now you know what is going on in the world right now. Look at the oil prices. There's a war going on. This is going to change people. These are fundamental things happening in our lifetime. We can see what is happening. Okay, you can see the gas prices are going up. Okay, even though I'm sure they're trying their best. The economists, the governments are doing their best to contain the situation. But you see, things happen to us, and it affects us, because if my paycheck is fixed, but my costs are literally going up, my gas is double the price, my fuel is double the price, so my running costs are double the price, but my income is stuck right there. They're talking about maybe it might cause some economic issues, inflation, but your paycheck, your boss is not going to sit you and renegotiate your pay based on the inflation. They're not going to say, okay, your pay is pegged on inflation. I don't know if there's anybody out here who is being paid based on inflation. Like your salary is X, and then plus X multiplied by a factor of inflation. So let's say if your salary is X today, when there's inflation, your salary goes up accordingly. When maybe inflation comes down, the X factor is removed. Okay, so you still get your Y. I mean, is anybody out there who has that type of remuneration? Let me know. I'm curious. I just want to know how some of you guys, some people are creative out there, so they're getting paid, based on inflation. However, you can learn a skill like trading and take that to the market and do your best. Take your goods to the market, a skill. So we learn how to do something online. Learn how to sing, for example. You've seen, excuse me, I bite apples while I'm trading. We are talking as we are waiting for this setup to happen. If it doesn't happen by 11, we get out of the market. So I just want to show you guys that you need a lot of patience to be a trader. This is part of the training. So you don't want to jump in here because it has not met our rules. Our rule is very simple. Breakout, retest, and then we jump in. There's no retest. There was a breakout, but then it came right back into the range, and now it's doing this crazy stuff. It has not broken out yet, so we are still waiting. There's another strategy we could use. We could say, okay, we wait for a breakout and then a reversal, and we jump in. I didn't see none of that, okay? You cannot consider this as a reversal, because a reversal will only show up if we have a hammer candle up here or a bearish engulfing candle. There's no bearish engulfing candle here, okay? So I cannot take that trade, okay? So we give it up to 11 and see what happens. If it doesn't, we're going to call it a day with our win. We're going to bank this $13, okay? So my student is very happy because this guy lived under $1 per day. So now he just made $13 today. He made $13 on Tuesday. That is $26 in less than a week, which would have taken him 26 days on average to earn that. So he's already paid himself for the month. He can take a vacation. Just kidding. His dreams are much bigger. My student's dream is to travel. He actually wants to go and see the Great Wall of China. He wants to have a vacation in the Caribbean, enjoy, swim with the pigs. You guys know about swimming with the dolphins, right? Dolphins are plenty. You can find them in your local beach. You can probably go and swim with dolphins there or in your national aquarium. Imagine going and swimming with the pigs. Pigs, hogs. Are they called hogs or pigs? You know what a pig is? Let me show you a pig. Some people don't know what pigs are. They're calling them goats. Come on, man. Let me show you what a pig is. I'm going to bring up here swimming with the pigs. I'm actually going to bring it up here just to make your mind. You can see where it's showing you. It's in the Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas, Antigua, Caribbean. So literally, that's where my student wants to go. He wants to go visit. Right there, you see. I just went and did a Google search. See these people here? They're swimming with the pigs. Look at that. Where do you swim with pigs? Here, you can see that picture? These are pigs, guys. These are not dolphins. Somebody is like, oh, those are brown dolphins. These are not dolphins, my friend. If I remember my animal classes, literally, these are pigs. And this is a dude here swimming with the pigs. I think he has achieved his freedom. If you see them there, they're swimming with the pig. Look at him. Look at her. Swimming with a pig. This pig has spots, spotted pig, leopard pig, whatever it is. Look at the hog. So those are life experiences. Not that most. Now, I'm not telling you this so you want to go right now and book and go and swim in the pig. What I'm trying to tell you is that when you are able to do things like this, you get the freedom for finance, because this requires money, right? For you to travel, airfare, or a boat ride, a cruise ride to this place. You're going to need an Airbnb or a hotel for you to stay, food, visa fees and stuff like that. Wherever you're coming from, you may need a visa to go there. So you need money, literally. And then you need the freedom, time, okay? Because most of us cannot get time. You are chained to your 9 to 5 or your rat race. There's no way you're going to get time to go and swim with the pig because you need time, okay? So my student had to work every single day, Monday to Friday, because he gets $1 today, he spends it all. Tomorrow he starts from a negative. He actually owes the local grocery store money, the local kiosk money. So he starts from negative, very subsistence living. Every day you're going out looking for food. Just like the animals, they wake up, they go eat the grass, they come back, tomorrow they wake up, eat grass. Every day they're going out hunting. Or the carnivores, the big wild cats, that's what they do. They wake up, they go to the savannah, kill an antelope, eat it, then tomorrow wake up, kill another one. They don't have refrigerators. They don't have money to go to the store and buy their food. They naturally just wake up, instinct. I'm hungry, let me go out to the field and see who I can kill and eat. So in this case here, humans, you can see humans swimming with pigs. There it is, you see it. So that's one of his dreams. The other dream is to go to the Great Wall of China. This guy wants to visit the Great Wall of China. So let's see. The Great Wall of China. There we go. Guy wants to go up these steps. Okay, so that's where my student wants to go. Very expensive. You can see, very, very expensive already. Okay. Very, very expensive. The Great Wall of China. He wants to go there. Wow, this is beautiful, man. These I call experiences, life experiences. Life is more than the village. That's what he has quickly recognized that. And one of the ways out is to learn a skill like trading. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. Are we going to have a triple whammy or double whammy today? It doesn't look like. Okay, so here we go. So the 1 hour candle has closed. So if we want to look at the 1 hour, let's see how the 1 hour looks like. Let's go here and look at the 1 hour candle. All right, so here is the first hour since opening. We've been here for 1 hour. We opened at 9:30. So the 1 hour candle is this one, guys. Is that it? No, it's this one right there. This is the 1 hour since opening. Since opening, this is the 1 hour. Okay, so we can mark the top of that. So let me remove this drawing. This is the 1 hour candle. So we're going to mark the top of that to the bottom. And we're going to go like this. That's the 1 hour. And then you come down to the 15 minutes. You can see so okay, so we go here because this is not showing us. It didn't really capture the whole entire 1 hour, because you can see there's a 15-minute here from 9:30. Okay, so that's the 15 minutes. So we can just capture this downwards there. It's just the setup of my trading view is not capturing the 9:30. Okay, there we go. So now we have, you can see what happened here. So that's 4 bars from 9:30 to now. These are the 4 bars. And we have this. Okay, you guys can see this. It's still in the range. Okay, it tried to break out here, but it came right in, and now it's trying to break out. So this is 15 minutes. So if we want to be glued to our computer longer, we could wait for the 15 minutes to break out and retest, and then take this long trade. That's going to be a swing trade. Okay, this is a trade that you may have to hold overnight for a day or two. Okay, sometimes it may take a whole day. Okay, so be prepared. For those of you who are swing traders, you want to take a trade like that and get out of the market for a next day, a day. So you're going to take, we mapped up the 1 hour, and then we wait for the breakout retest on the 15-minute, and we're going to jump in and set our stop loss, take profit, and go away and come back whenever it is hit. But we are still looking. So that would give us the triple whammy. Okay. So right now, the 5-minute is still coming up. So we're going to wait for a breakout retest, because we leave at 11. It's 10:37. So hopefully that will happen during our session here. If not, we're not going to be able to do it. If it doesn't happen within the up to 11 o'clock, we're not going to do that. Okay. So I was talking about funded accounts. Okay. Some of you complain or say, I don't have money to trade. You can use other people's money. So what they do is you buy a challenge, a trading challenge. Okay, so you learn your skill, and then you're going to put your skill to test now. Okay, your trading skill. So let's say if it's the 5-minute breakout that we just did today, because some of our members use that to trade. Some of our members that I'm telling you, they're trading millions of dollars. Some of them are not using their own money. They're using funded accounts. Okay. So you go to the prop firm. They're called prop firms, and you buy a challenge. So let's say 100,000. Maybe they charge you $500 or $50, whatever it is, whatever the price is. Some of them are expensive, some are not. But you have to make sure you go with a reputable one. Okay. You have to do your own research. Some of them will just take your money. There's a lot of scammers. Okay. So you get one, buy the challenge, and then they're going to give you all these simple tasks, not simple tasks, but tasks that you have to, and goals. So let's say phase 1, they want you to hit 5% growth within phase 1 within a certain time, maybe 4 weeks trading continuously. You must have a minimum of 3 trades per week. I mean, they have different stipulations. Okay. So you have to meet the requirements. Basically, there's a certain amount of drawdowns allowed. If you go beyond that, you lose the account. So that kind of stuff. So you have to follow the rules. So first, you have to study what they're saying. You have to understand what the agreement is before you buy the challenge. What are they expecting you to do for you to pass the phase 1? And then some of them have a phase 2, where now it becomes maybe a little stricter. They want you to show a 2.5% return on this number of trades and maybe a less drawdown. Okay, you meet that, then they move your status to a funded account. Now they fund your account now. So basically what they do is they pay you a fraction of the your profit. So whatever profit you're going to make on that account. So let's say you're trading 100K, it could be a profit sharing of, let's say, 70-30. So if you grow, and again, you still have to meet their stipulations, maybe minimum drawdowns, minimum 5% growth. I mean, they have, so you got to read between the lines. Okay, basically what I'm saying before you sign up for any of those. Okay, they're not just straightforward that you go in and trade and you become funded. No, otherwise they fund their model. They make money if you lose. So the more you lose, they're happiest. The more challenges you keep buying, that's how they make their money, right? Okay, so we know how they make their money. So you don't want to be part of the financing their their model. So basically, what you have to do is you have to follow the rules and stick to the guidelines. So you're going to have to go in, manage your risk properly. Actually, the main thing there is risk management, okay? Because they do not allow you to draw down your accounts that much. So your daily targets, your risk management has to be, that's what I mean. That says it all, okay? On point. And you may have to blow a few accounts here and there. So that means you may have to buy several challenges before you actually win one of them. They call it prop farming. Some people specialize in that. All they do is prop farming. Farm the prop farms. Challenge after challenge, buy challenge. If you go to YouTube, you're going to see some guys telling you they had the biggest payouts, $1 million payout from prop farms, but they don't tell you some of what they had to go through, how many accounts they had to blow before they started getting the $1 million payouts. Okay. Anyway, so some of those people, they call themselves gurus. They can tell you the story. It's not easy. You got to learn. You got to have a good strategy. Risk management has to be on point. And then you have to be somebody who can follow rules, because they have the rules. They tell you exactly on a daily basis, you cannot draw your account by maybe 1% or 3% drawdown. So when you're putting your stop losses and your lot sizes, you got to be very, very careful, because sometimes, let's say if you're trading NASDAQ, you can see NASDAQ does go down. Like, see this massive wick here? This is enough to obliterate your account. This wick is big. So you get those volatile moments when NASDAQ or gold go crazy, okay? Or crypto, they go crazy. There's some news about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin falls from 68 to 60, or 65 to 60, or it falls from 74 to 68 in like 1 hour or 1 day, just because some big market mover or some news came up. Same thing with the commodities, like oil now. You see, with just the war or an announcement of a ceasefire, the price stabilizes or the price tanks, and it can tank a lot of points. So that is risky stuff when you're trading prop farms. So you got to be careful with your lot sizes. This is where now your ingenuity, your expertise, your confidence, your skill set is going to be tested to the limits, okay? Your patience, because again, some people are very, very impatient. You want to hit that 5% profitability within a very short time. They've given you up to 4 weeks, some of them, others give you up to 2 months to pass the first one. So why you want to do it in 1 day? Okay, you got to be patient. Rome was built in hundreds of years. It took the Romans a long time to build the city of Rome, guys. So not 1 day. Everything that is good comes to those who wait. So if you learn how to wait, learn how to be patient. Blessed are those who are patient. It is written, the master teacher says that. Blessed are those who wait, those who are patient. So right now we are sitting here waiting for the market to do its thing, okay? It's 10:44. We have 16 minutes. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get a breakout and a retest on these the 15 minutes. So I'm not going to be able to be showing you guys the triple whammy, the double whammy, or the quadruple whammy. Yeah, in this session. Let's see. Yeah, you can see we're still going to have to wait for several candles to map here to break out and then retest, and then we enter the trade, and this is going to be a swing trade. So this is the trade that we're going to hold for maybe overnight or the next day or 2 days even, okay? So this is mapping the 1 hour time frame from the high to the bottom. So we wait for the 15 minutes to break out, and we see where it literally one of my coaches just told me 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. So that's where the top is and the bottom is. So we are far away from a breakout. Okay, you guys can see we are very, very far away from a breakout for the first hour of the New York session. Very far from the breakout. These are 15-minute bars. So the first 4 map the first hour. So the first hour gave us this high and this low. So now we are waiting for breakout, whether on the top side or on the bottom side. Once we get a clear breakout, we're going to take a trade. This is going to be a trade that can pay you big time, but it's going to be a long swing trade, literally. It may go into the second day or the third day. So you have to make sure your broker, you have to be aware there's fees, a lot of fees associated with swing trading. Okay, and you have to be aware of your margin, okay, because this can swing widely and you get margin calls, okay? So you got to play it safe. You have to go for the safe hand. You're looking for those big numbers, but again, you're going in with a smaller lot size, okay? So guys, to give you the AI update, our Vox Fit, have you guys gotten your Voxes yet? If you don't know what a Voxy is, literally this is, you can log your, for those of you who want to log your calories, okay? This VoxFit is your voice first health platform, and it's a voice calorie AI command center, and it also records your vitals. When I talk about vitals, basically we're talking about your blood pressure, your glucose, your heart rate, your weight, body temperature, oxygen, sleep, water, how much water you consume per day, and then of course your calories, okay? And you're gonna just use the microphone right here. You're gonna click the microphone and you can log your glucose. So for example, I can just tap the microphone and just say, and it shows you what to say. My temperature is 98.6, oxygen is 98. And you get these readings from the little devices that you have at home. Blood glucose, for some of you, you are testing your blood glucose every day. Some of you have what we call continuous monitoring, glucose monitoring devices attached on your arms. The Freestyles, the Dexcoms, they're giving you readings constantly. So you can log those readings on this VoxFit. And at the end of the day, you can get your Voxy, the daily log. You can print it out, or you can share that with your provider or your caregiver or your health guy, health coach, fitness trainer, anybody that you want to share, your family. If somebody is family that you want to know they're monitoring your status, they can. You can share that. You can record this and share. And now we have added a medication tab. So, for example, if you're on a lot of folks are on medications, you can just come here anytime you get a new prescription. You're going to put it in here. Okay, so let's say you're on a blood pressure pill. A common one is lisinopril. So you can see here there's lisinopril 10 milligrams. The frequency is how you're taking it. It's once daily. This comes from your doctor. Okay, so your doctor decides that you're taking it daily. The purpose is for blood pressure. You add the med. So basically what you're going to do when you take it, you can log that you took it, because some people forget, did I take my lisinopril this morning? Or the next day they're like, oh, I don't think I took it yesterday. So what you do is you have this on your phone. You have this app. It's an app. We have the VoxFit. It's your companion. You download the app from your app store. We're going to have it available on the app store. We're going to have it available on the Android, whatever store. You download it, you create your account, and now it's going to be your companion. So it can track everything. It can track your blood pressure. It can track your glucose. It can track your heart rate. All you have to do is you just command it. So you're going to come here and say glucose 180. Okay. And then you stop it. It's transcribing, and it's going to log that glucose. And you guys can see it has changed. So it says glucose is 180, okay? And then if you took your lisinopril, you can just come here and say, I took my lisinopril. And then I stop that. It is transcribing. Okay, lisinopril. Okay, so it says, and it talks to me, it tells me lisinopril has been logged. So if I go to my medications, you can see lisinopril today has been logged. So tomorrow, if I come and I'm wondering, did I take my lisinopril yesterday or this morning, you can simply see whether it's logged or not. So if you're taking multiple drugs, you can add all of them here, and you just use the VoxFit to record. And now, you can generate the reports at the end of the day or at the end of the week. You can download the report here, or you can share the report with your, let's say if it's your doctor who is managing your blood pressure or your glucose levels. For those who are, let's say, having challenges with blood sugar, you can share the progress report, or you can share that with your loved ones, whoever you want them to know. And you can always log a voice. So for example, before you send the report, you want to add a note. You can just say, this week I felt mostly good. Blood pressure spiked on Tuesday after I took coffee. Glucose is stable. I'm happy, or my weight is okay. For those of you who are going through weight management. So this VoxFit, guys, is the voice first health platform. We are launching it soon. You guys have the front row seat. It's going to be about probably $9.99 per month. We are still working out the price. But for the first few people, let's say 100 people, we're going to give you at $4.99. So you guys are going to join as testers, because then, and then we're going to have a small group for the first 100 or 1,000 people. Let's put it to 1,000 people. So we have a big sample size. And then in that group, you can ask questions. You can also, you don't have to share your personal information, because this is pretty personal health information. You're not obliged to share any of this, okay, with anybody that you don't want to share with. And nobody has access to your account, okay, not even the AI, okay. We are using top notch standard healthy privacy, whatever. You can see here whatever we are using, password protection. You're going to be using your own password, okay. You create your own password. Some of you, we're going to enable face recognition for those of you who want to go that far. And for some of you, you're going to use your prints, your fingerprints. So for those of you who want to do that. So we're going to enable every little thing that's out there, okay, security wise, so nobody can access this information, okay. The databases are protected with the highest integrity of security that is available, and so your privacy here is guaranteed, okay. The other thing is VoxFit Pro is going to be, you can see it. So we are still working on the pricing, but it says $4.99 per month here, because the reason is for the testers. We're going to have about 1,000 of you testing. We call them testers, and you're going to be grandfathered for $4.99 and protected from further future price increases. So for the 1,000 people who get in first, you're going to get it at a steal at $4.99, and look at what you can do. You can monitor your blood sugar, your glucose, your heart rate, your weight. So literally with your weight, so if you weigh yourself every day, let's say some of you are on very strict diet, so you are maybe fighting weight, obesity or something. You want to lose weight first, or you're trying to lose weight for a wedding or for a fight. Some of you are athletes for a fight. You want to get into a certain weight category, and you're probably losing weight on a special diet. You're working with a nutritionist or a dietitian. You can use this tool to record your weight every single day. So basically, I will come here and say, my weight today is 180 pounds. So, and it's going to transcribe, and you should see that changing right here. And you can see, need my weight today. So, oh, no. Okay. So I messed up something. Okay. Let's see. My weight is 180 pounds. Okay. So success. My weight is 180. So today my weight is 180. Yesterday, the other day when we logged it, I said 200. Okay, that's not my real weight. I just said, okay, numbers. So to give you guys an example. So today is 180. So now if I go to the charts, I should, when I start looking at the logs or the statistics, if I look at weight, you can see it shows you a trend. So from 200 to 180. Whoa, that would be crazy. Look at the chart. It just went boom. Total lost 25 pounds. Wow. Because I was what? So this is from the time I started logging in. So 200, 180. So goal to goal is 15 pounds. So I'd set my goal to be 180 minus 15. So that's 165. So my goal is 165. Okay. So I want to be 165. So that's my goal. So now it tells me to goal 15 pounds. Total lost 25 pounds within the last 30 days, okay? So that is the weight tab, okay? And it shows you estimated goal date is May 11th. So if I want to lose if my wedding is on May 18th and I want to be 165 pounds by May 11th, then I can log this every day. My target is to lose about 5.8 pounds per week. So it tells me, and then it's about 83 pounds, 0.83 pounds per day. So working with your coach, working with your fitness guy or your dietitian. So you're watching your calories. Again, you can log your calories here every single day. So we logged one meal the other day. You can see the calories from that meal. So if you eat a burger in the morning, you can say ate a whatever chicken, grilled chicken sandwich. I ate a beef sandwich or a chicken sandwich or bacon and eggs, 2 eggs, bacon and a cup of coffee, and it's going to put the amount of calories. So the whole day you can target your calories, okay? So then here we have the reports. Okay, so if I want to download that report, I can download the report right here, and I can share the report with whoever I want to share. So I can just click share progress. Let's see if we have enabled that. Okay, so this part here, we still have to do something. I told you it's work in progress. Okay, so we're working on it. Because we're supposed to click this. Once you download your report, you can click this and it should allow you to, okay, let's say try a free sample. Okay, so there is a report which has been downloaded. It's called the VoxFit Clinical PDF is ready, and it's right there. Let me see how it looks like. And you guys can see report for wherever it is, and it shows you exactly what's going on. It's very nice. Look at it. Blood pressure, time, and date. So we logged it on the 21st. You remember 10:38 a.m. It was systolic was 120, diastolic was 80. And then later I said 185/25. They had a red crisis. Okay. So that's time to be calling your specialist or whoever, your clinician or whoever. And you can see the food log. Okay. I add a toast, bagel, cup of coffee. You can see the amount of calories, one toast. And it tells you there's timestamp. Okay. Okay, let's look at the weight. The weight here, you can see 200 and then 210. Same day, we were 200 and then we went back to 210. And then we lost today. Today, you can see the time. We just did one, 10:56, April 23rd, 180. Guys, this is magical. Now you can share this with whoever you want to share. You have the control now. You can share this whoever you want to share with. You have the control. So whatever we logged, and this is the report for today. Okay, so you can have report every single day. It's reporting the last 30 days. You can get all these reports for you. So we're going to give it the capability to give you the monthly report, the daily, the weekly. So maybe we're going to go with a daily report, a weekly report, monthly report, and maybe a quarterly report, and then maybe 6 months report, and then an annual report. Because I know some people want to see 6 months glucose, for example, weight loss programs. They want to give you 6 months. So it shows you exactly the pound. Weight change was 20 pounds because we moved from 210 to 180. You can see that. Average protein so far from our diet is 2 grams. Average daily calories is 32 because we haven't logged a lot of our food, our snacks, everything. You log anytime you put something in your mouth, you can log it in here by just tapping the microphone and saying exactly what you did. This was the one on the 18th. You can see the report on the 18th. And now look at the report on the 23th. Big difference because we have logged in changes. Things are happening. We had not logged anything here. No entries, no entries. Okay, now you can share this with your clinician, and with just a quick glance, they can literally tell what is happening, why you're losing the weight, how you're losing the weight, and they can make a decision. If you're working with a dietitian, they can see exactly what is going. If you're working with a loved one, you're helping them with their journey. Let's say if it's maintaining their blood sugar, you can literally see how their blood sugar is behaving if they share this log with you. You can see April 21st at 3:40 a.m., it was 110, okay? April 21st at 10:30 a.m., it was 200, okay? April 23rd at 10:51 a.m., it is 180. So you can literally see how their blood sugar is going. Come to their blood pressure, you can see that too. Look at their heart rate, 72, it was normal, okay? So again, many other things that you can do with this report. You'll be an informed health person, okay? So you're going to give yourself that capability. I call it capability. I don't know how else we say. You give yourself that ability to make decisions, okay? So that's done. I'm going to close that. That is beautiful. And you can record a note here with the person that you're sharing. So you can just quickly say, and it gives you an example. Like this week, I felt a little heavy, bloated, whatever. I took on Tuesday, my blood pressure or my glucose or I forgot to take my lisinopril. Okay, I forgot to take my medication. Whatever medications you're taking, you can log them here. It just tells you the name of the medicine, the dosage, and that should be on the label from your pharmacy or wherever. So you go to the pharmacy, they give you the medicine. So let's say if it's a blood pressure, let's say a common cholesterol medicine, let's say atorvastatin. This is a common drug used for cholesterol, and maybe you're on the 40 milligrams. The frequency is once daily. So you're on lisinopril, you're on cholesterol medicine, and this is cholesterol. So you can write there cholesterol. Okay, there you go, and you can add the medication. Okay, so now I have 2 medications. Okay, I have my atorvastatin 40 milligrams, I have my lisinopril 10 milligrams, and I can mark. So this was logged in today. Torvastatin was logged in. If I took it, I can just mark it taken. Okay, so I have marked that taken. Okay, manually. I didn't have to use the voice recorder, but you can still use the voice recorder. If you go to the dashboard, you can just come here and it shows you meds today. 2 meds were taken so far. So if I come later in the day and I'm like, did I take my medications? I can quickly click there and it tell me what I took. I took lisinopril at 10:51 a.m. I took my statin at 11:04 a.m. So they are logged. Guys, how much are you going to pay for something like this that literally becomes your health companion? Tell me in the comments below. And I'm going to end the training now. But before we end the training, let's go back and look. Okay, guys, the 5-minute is broken. Above, we are getting a retest. Okay, let's see. It's after 11, but let's give it a few minutes, okay? Because this is a training account. Let's give it up to 11:30. Let's see what happens. Are you guys going to hang out with me up to 11:30? Is there psych 11:30, right? Okay. You guys are missing a lot. Some of you were here when we were playing around the last 2 weeks, not making money, just showing the bad and the ugly. And now we are making money. Some of you are not showing for the lives. I would like you guys to come to the lives and literally take the trades with us and make money, okay? Even though there are no guarantees, as I said, there's a disclaimer. We do not guarantee the results. But you can learn the skill, okay? So the breakout has happened eventually. If we got 15 minutes, see, it was a green bar. So eventually it has broken out, but we go down to the 5-minute. That's why we're going to take the trade. So this is going to be a longer time trade. So we are waiting for a retest. There it is. It could be one of those classical moments, guys, like a classical. If this closes as a red bar and then a green bar forms here going up, my goodness, that will be a classical. We call it a classical. That's going to be a classical retest, right? Excellent retest, because you have green bar closing above the breakout, above the range. And then if we have a continuation of the breakout, we're going to hope that soon it's going to come down. But the retest has to be a candle of the opposite color. You see, like here, this is not considered a reversal here, because look at this. This candle here is still bigger than this candle, okay? Well, it is returned inside. It is returning inside. It is returning inside here. Let's see where it's going to close. There's still a lot of time on that candle. There's about 2 minutes. 2 minutes before this red candle here closes. So let's give it the 2 minutes and see what happens. But guys, if you're jumping in now, go and watch the VoxFit description. We're going to have some dedicated time to go through this. But so far, it's still working. It is working. And everything looks good. So you just say, took my lisinopril, took my atorvastatin, took my metformin, took my Ozempic, took my Trulicity, took my oxycodone, took my whatever medication you're on, you can track it here. So it's going to give a timestamp and the dose, okay? So again, so if you're confused about your medications, your companion is right here. This is going to record anytime you take your medicines, you just hit the microphone, okay? You're going to just hit the microphone right here, and you're going to mark it off. You're going to just say, and this would be on your phone. It's an app on your phone, or it could be an app on your computer. Like right now, I'm working on my computer, my desktop, so I can have that saved on my desktop. And it'll be the app for you to go to every time you take your medicine, right at the table with your computer open. You take the pill and you just log it. You say, okay, just took my lisinopril, took my atorvastatin, took my sleeping pill, whatever the name it is, zolpidem, whatever you take for sleep, you log it in. And if you took your, whatever you've taken, you log it in, whatever medications you're taking. So it's going to keep a log. Now, guys, one other thing we have here, it logs the amount of water because we think water is important. Some people forget to drink water and leads to dehydration, constipation, and other issues. So if you don't have any problem drinking water, you can log your water here, how much you took today. So for water, you're going to say 8 ounces, whatever of water. If I took 8 ounces, I took 12 ounces, I took 10 ounces. So it's going to log. At the end of the day, it gives you a daily tally. It adds up every day. So if you took 8 ounces in the morning at 10 o'clock, you took another 8 ounces at 2 p.m., you took another 8 ounces at 4 p.m., you took another 8 ounces at 1, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. So that day, it's going to aggregate, add all those and tell you your total ounces for the day was 64 ounces or 32 ounces, whatever your goal is for the amount of water, because you've decided with your dietitian or your coach, fitness coach. So this gadget is going to be available to you guys as the consumer, as the customer, as the patient, as whoever it is, as the client, and you can share that information with your coach. Now, we're going to have an access. We're going to have the same coaches are going to be able to get the reports from you. You can share with them willingly, or if you don't, if you like, because it says share. So you're going to hit share, and you can put their email there and send it to their inbox. So we're going to put that capability is already there. It's this one here. We're just going to enable this. So you can share a progress card to friends. Friends could be your family member, whoever is you are interested in letting them know how you're progressing, or your doctor, or whoever it is. Okay, all right. So they're gonna have full permission to see that information. This is critical. This is our daily vitals, our blood pressure, our glucose, heart rate, weight, body, especially for anybody who is concerned about making sure their blood pressure is okay, their glucose is okay, their heart rate is okay, their weight is okay, their sleeping pattern, and they're sleeping enough hours. You can log the hours that you slept here. So you can say blood pressure 120/80, my glucose is 110, my pulse is 72 BPM, which is beats per minute. Okay, so you can use a pulse ox, what is it called? Even the pulse oximeter that measures your pulse and also your oxygen. It tells you your oxygen reading. Your body temperature, you can use a thermometer. Most people have these, especially after the pandemic. A lot of people have these things at home. If you don't have these, it's nothing to worry about, okay? You can get this from your grocery store or your local pharmacy. And it just keeps you healthy. Your blood pressure, you can have your own at home, or you can go to the public area, take your pressure and just log the pressure using your phone. You'll have this app downloaded on your phone, and you can just say, my VoxFit comes on, and just tap the microphone and just say, blood pressure 180/25, boom, it's recorded. And it's going to try to tell you, oh, it's high, okay, based on what the command center is looking at. But if you're concerned, you can always get in touch with your provider. Okay, so we're getting healthy here. All right, let's see what's happening here. Well, the breakout really took us to the above and beyond. Okay, the 15-minute is also broken out. So again, we don't have to be here that long after all, because we are getting okay, this is the breakout. Let me make it tighter so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So there we go. Make them smaller. So the 15-minute has broken out, closed above. We're getting it coming back. Okay, it's coming down. So we can wait for a retest and we can jump in for a trade just to show you guys that you can do this. We call it a double whammy. Okay, so we're getting a, let's see what that is. Could be a reversal, could be a retest. Okay. It broke out above, so it could be a reversal because you do see that has a big wick at the top, almost like an inverted hammer. Okay, that's a hammer, inverted one. Okay, this is a inverted hammers are an indication of a reversal. Okay, hammers could be an indication of a reversal, but I may not consider this a hammer because the body and the wick, well, the wick is bigger, slightly is it 3 times the size of this body? So this could be a reversal, or it could be actually what we are looking for, a retest. Okay, so we're going to wait for this candle to close. The candle that's printing right now, it's a 5-minute candle. It's going to close in the next 4 minutes. Okay, so we can go back and look at something here. Guys, AI, what AI can do. This is my picture. I put it here and I tell Nano Banana to create a thumbnail using my picture, and it puts all these nice readings here. Because if I have to do this myself, it's going to take me a long time to design this, okay? But I can tell Nano Banana, just put my picture there and tell them, this is me, real me, okay? And just tell them to do whatever I want, I want them to put this, the wolf. We're talking about the Smart Wolf Club. So there is the picture of the wolf right there, smart wolf chain, jacket, okay, with the logo, the Wolf Club logo, okay. And you guys go ahead and now you can learn these skills, how to use AI and command AI, and you can sell this in the market, okay? You can provide it. Now, there's people making tons of money just making thumbnails, YouTube thumbnails for Fox. I mean, you create a presentation, a podcast, or a video, and you want somebody to create your thumbnail for you. They can use this skill that I've just demonstrated here with just a prompt. Okay, I just give a prompt. You can see here, use Nano Banana. I went to Google Gemini, gemini.google.com. I give them the prompt, very simple prompt, like talking to a friend. Hey, use Nano Banana to create a YouTube thumbnail for my live session titled blah, 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 blah. And then make sure to use my picture, which is here. I uploaded my picture. Make sure the size is 120 by 720 pixels. That's the size that YouTube likes, or a 16:9 aspect ratio. That's the landscape. And then I can tell them whatever they want me to dress. Okay. So it does that. So learning this skill shouldn't take that long. And you can sell this at the marketplace. Okay. Or if you are working for a company and you're in the social media marketing department, they can pay you extra to do this for them. Maybe they're already outsourcing this to somebody else. You can tell your boss, hey, listen, boss, I can create this for us. Just pay me $50 per thumbnail. Okay? And there you go. You have another contract, $50 per thumbnail. Something that takes you 1 minute to create. You make $50. And you guys think I'm kidding? I can take you to Fiverr right now, and you can see folks who are actually making money selling these things. Okay? All right? Go to Fiverr and just type YouTube thumbnails. Literally, what I'm showing you here is what they're doing. Anyway, there you go. Let's pay attention to what is going on here. Okay, so literally it continued to the upside. We haven't had the reversal. So you see how deceiving that was. It started like red and then it shoots up all the way up. This is NASDAQ for you, okay? But we're still waiting for that comeback. We are going to be here until 11:30, guys, okay? And then we end this live, so that gives it 2 hours. Now, these 2 hours are jam-packed. You need to go back and rewatch these 2 hours. Don't watch it once and go away, because I have put a lot of nuggets in these sessions. I put a lot of time and nuggets, okay? First, I showed you the 5-minute breakout. If you master that alone, you'll thank me later, okay? When you see me, say, give me high five. If you master the 5-minute breakout that we used to make 9 point something percent on the account today, okay? We took one trade, we didn't take another trade. We are not over trading anymore, okay? We did that last 2 weeks to treat you guys, show you guys the good, the ugly, and the bad. Okay, so we are not doing that anymore. We are only coming in and taking what we call surgical precision trades. Surgical. Okay, we are going literally surgical. That's the word right here. You see that? That is the word, surgical, surgical. That's what we are doing. So we are using a cents account, because some of you are like, oh, you're using a 5 lot size? Yes, 5 cent lot size, because you're using a cent account. So 5 cents lot size is the same as 0.05 standard lot. It's a 0.05. Don't get confused. Okay. So for a $500 account, we are staying between a 0.5 to a 1 lot size. So 1 lot size would have been this one here, 1,000 cents. 50 cents. Okay, so 1 lot size for us would be 100. Okay, it will be 100. Okay, so if I put 100 lots there, cent lots, then that means I'm using a standard, and you cannot use a standard with a small account like this. You're gonna just be wicked out by NASDAQ, and you're gonna cry. Your account will be gone. We did that last week. You guys saw what happens. We were using like a 50 lot size on a tiny account. Just a change of color wipes you out and you lose the entire account. Okay. All right. So what are we waiting for? 11:30. We have 8 minutes to go. And we're still looking at what NASDAQ is doing, because you have to study the charts. You got to get used to looking at the charts if you want to become a beautiful trader. Beautiful trader. If you want to become a beautiful trader, a handsome trader, a good trader, an expert trader, professional trader, you got to be able to sit and look at the charts. Patience is going to be tested. Your patience is going to be tested. So I'm actually testing your patience, guys. I do know a lot of you are impatient. You can see the NASDAQ is up by 0.1% since opening. You can see here 31 points, 32.3. So it does show you that it is going up literally. You can see looking at some of the analysis on this side here. Okay, so NASDAQ has gone past there. This is the 15-minute. It's still going up. I wanted to give you guys a test of what we call triple whammy for people who trade around the clock, people who trade, who spend their entire time trading. You know, they have a lot of time. So they have all these setups that they look at. You have to have your traps. And then in the coming weeks, guys, I'm going to invite you to give you access to our bot that we created, Trades Gold. So far, it's averaging about 1.13% per day, per trade, you know, like per day. And once it hits your daily target, it literally shuts off. And then it kicks in the next day. So it's a bot. It's hands-free. You don't have to do anything. Only go in and set your lot sizes and your risk. You decide how much you want to risk. We can't prescribe that to you because, again, only go in these things with money you can afford to lose. So some people risk more, some people don't. So it depends on your goals. But that's the power of AI. So we're going to give you access to the platform. We are not going to make it free this time because we want you guys to be serious. We've given free bots before and people are not serious. We're going to make it maybe a small fee just for us to be able to maintain, spend time improving it, make it worthwhile, literally. So you guys have a skin in the game. No, our team doesn't need your money. The coaches don't need your money. Literally, their time is so valuable, they don't need your money. That's why they're just going to make you pay so you can have some skin in the game. Because we've had people before join the training, they join the bots, and they don't take action. But if you pay some money up front, then you're going to literally pay attention, right? Yeah, that's what we realized. You cannot force people to do anything they don't want to do. Change is very difficult. So we spend time with the training, we spend our time, and people didn't take it seriously because it was free. They just watch it, go to the next guru, watch the next guru, move to another guru. 1 year later, they're still not learning the skills. But now we only take a handful of people for the training. Okay, you go to the profitwellnesshub.com and join the mentorship. You're going to have to apply first, and it's going to cost money and a lot of money. Okay, but you're going to have time with the coaches, whoever is available is going to train you. The coaches are very, very experienced. Some of these guys have been doing it for many, many years. Okay, 40 years, 30 years. Some of our coaches have been trading for a very long time. They've been online for many years. Anything online, they have been there, they have done that, and they are still doing it. So they're going to show you exactly like the trade that we took. We just show you, right? Live, nothing was hidden. The 5-minute candle was still the 5-minute candle. Was it trading view? It was still on trading view. Mark the top, mark the bottom. That's all I said. Wait for a retest. We waited for the retest. The retest came. Let's get in. This is where you put your stop loss. This is your entry. This is your take profit. It doesn't matter what the market is doing. You already have your parameters defined, set. It doesn't matter if you lose or win. It doesn't matter. You did your work. You did your analysis. You have a strategy. You have a goal. You have a risk management plan. And we have a plan written down. It's not like some pipe dream. It's literally written down, guys. You guys can see it. It's right here. I'm not talking about something else. And I even have a notebook. You guys saw me writing where I started trading. So I have a journal. Other than the plan, I have a journal on the side and a pen. This pen cost $1. The notebook, maybe another $1, $2. Okay, so don't make it look like it's too expensive to do this. It's $2. You have a notebook and you have a pen. So you write the date, the time, and your goal, whatever you did, whatever you traded. So whatever I wrote it down, 135.57 to 148, and I traded NASDAQ. We entered at around 940, and by 950 we're done. Okay, so everything is written down. So tomorrow, if I look at my notes, I can tell whether I'm improving or not improving. That's how you improve your trading. You have charts that you're following. You have a journal. You journal your way through this. And I'm teaching my student to do that. And you guys have the benefit of enjoying the same. So it is 2 minutes to go before we close this trading session. So we have not been able to do the double whammy that we like to do. The triple whammy or the quadruple whammy, that has not taken place, but the charts are still going on. You guys can see them here. Yeah, so it was a nice day, guys, and you guys have learned about VoxFit. Do you have your Voxy? That would be the question. Anytime you go to you meet your friend, ask them, what is your Voxy? How is your Voxy looking like today? Voxy means your blood pressure, your glucose, your heart rate, your weight, your body temperature, your oxygen, your sleep, how much water, you're monitoring your calories. So we are helping each other as a community. We created this in view of helping our Smart Wolf Club members, okay? So some of our Smart Wolf Club members are going to get free access to this, and they're going to be part of the testing group. They're going to be using it for free for some time, maybe, until we can sustain the APIs, because they cost a lot of money. For us to do all this, it's going to cost a lot of money, okay? Subscriptions to different providers, third party in the background, our partners in the background. Somebody else is taking care of your voice transcription. So when you say, my glucose is 110, so much happens in the back for you to be able to see the glucose in table here, for you to be able to have the charts, download them. We have a database to maintain, for it to be able to tell you, okay, this glucose seems to be high. Maybe you need to speak to your doctor. Okay, so all that comes from a database. Those databases cost a lot of money. For you to log your calories, you just come and say, I had a, okay, just shout a name. Ate an apple, a toast, and an egg, fried egg. Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna eat a fried egg. Actually, I haven't had breakfast. When I wake up, I take a glass of water and bite on apples. You guys saw me biting on apple. I'm done. I've actually finished the apple today. I've finished eating the apple. It's you can't believe it. It's right here. Done. Finished. Finito. They tell me it's organic apple. It's very nice. 1 apple per day keeps the doctor away. It's 11:31. We're gonna end it now. So guys, 2 things you need to take from here. 1, remember the disclaimer. Whatever I'm sharing with you guys here is not financial advice, professional investment advice. This is just some guy on the internet sharing his experience. So whatever I say is for education purposes, entertainment. Do your own research, okay? If you take the trade, you're doing it at your own risk. All right, the second one, prayer. Always make sure you pray. So let's say a word of prayer. In the belief of the power mighty, we pray that the training that I have provided today and the future trainings that we are going to provide, even for some of our coaches in the Smart Wolf Club, may help our members be successful. We pray that the markets be good to us and that they stay good to us. We pray this believing in the power of Almighty. Amen. Guys, we all need some help. We always need help. It doesn't matter how good you are as a trader or an online marketer or an app creator, like we did create an app, VoxFit. This VoxFit, it would have taken centuries. No, maybe I'm exaggerating. It would have taken at least a year if we had to hand code this. If we had to sit down with a coder, a designer, just to create this little tool here, it would have taken us a whole year. Back and forth. Code doesn't work. This break, go change this design, move this. But with the power of AI, just I put a command, it does exactly what I want it to do. I put a prompt and it does exactly what I want it to do. And we come up with something as beautiful and as useful as this. We're going to use this for centuries. I'm going to use this for myself. I'm using this for my family. I'm going to use this for my friends. I'm going to go out and tell all my friends. I'm going to tell out all my communities that the Smart Wolf Club people can use this. And you guys out there, make sure you use this. It's going to change the way you look at your wellness, okay? You guys look at the profit and wellness, okay? You think it was a joke. We're going to teach you how to make profits from the markets, from online digital marketing. We're going to teach you wellness, health, and wellness. What is the point of making so much money and then you're not wealthy? I mean, healthy. So that's why we're building this to complete the circle, okay? We make money, we play hard, we celebrate hard, okay? We play hard, party hard. Don't do crazy stuff, though. But we also take care of our health. Make sure you check your blood pressures, your glucose, your heart rate, your weight. Keep your weight in check. Body temperatures, oxygen, sleep patterns. Make sure we get enough sleep because you need to recharge your brain. Your organs need a break. Water, okay? For some of you, water is a vital thing, okay? You're gonna need sufficient amounts of water to hydrate yourself. So that there, and then calories, key thing. You can see the calories has a big
tile here. Calories alone is taking all this. The calories are going to be, you can see here, calories, protein, carbs, and fat. It gives you the three classes of food, the major classes, the protein, the carbs, and the fat. It logs that every single day. So if you eat a sandwich, you say chicken sandwich, or a salad, chipotle chicken salad, and it shows you your breakdown here, okay? We are working on enabling this so you can have an input on the amount of calories, because we know some people have a higher need. They have this 2000 is just the average for a normal person, but some people need more calories. Maybe they are athletes, okay, or they're trying to bulk up, or they're active athletes playing football, they're running athletes, they're weight lifters. So maybe they are looking for 4,000 calories or 5,000 calories. Then they should be able to go in and change this. So we're going to enable that, where you can literally go and change your goal for the daily for calories. Some people have conditions where they have to be on a strict calorie diet. So maybe their goal is 1,000 calories per day, working with their dietitians or nutritionists or doctors or whoever it is, or fitness coach, or whatever, or family member. It doesn't matter. So then you can decide this part here instead of us putting it as 2,000. Not everybody needs 2,000 calories. Okay, most of us need 2,000 calories or more, but some people need less. Some people need even more because they are very active, or they're trying to bulk up for a role in a movie, or in a fight. Or they're going to fight soon, or they're going to play college, or athletes, or professionally. They need more calories per day, depending on what their coaches are telling them, or their. So then they can come in here and say, if you're starting calorie per day is 4,000, you can have 4,000 here, and you're going to log your meals, and it's going to show you your progress for the day. And every time you log your calories, it's going to keep a statistics, a reports. You can download the report and share that with whoever you need to. Okay. So excellent work here. And looking at the markets, we have not gotten anything to take home. Okay, so far nothing has changed. We haven't seen the pullback yet into this zone. We haven't seen it. We haven't seen a pullback into the zone. We haven't seen a reversal candle that actually tells us this is a reversal. There's nothing like that so far. Okay, so we're gonna just keep it here, and we're gonna end the training now, guys, unless you guys have questions. So when are we gonna meet next week? So next week we're gonna meet live session on Wednesday morning at 9:30 a.m. and then we are also gonna meet again on Friday at 9:30 a.m. The best way not to miss any of the lives so that you can trade with us is to make sure you subscribe to our channel. We want you guys to subscribe so we can grow this channel. YouTube tells me if you subscribe, we're going to grow the channel, and we're going to meet so many other new friends. Okay, we're going to meet new people. Okay, because the more of you guys subscribe, the more YouTube is going to share our information with more people, and we're going to meet. A lot of people need these skills. Trust me, out there, people are suffering. Brothers and sisters, they're suffering. Some people don't like what they're doing right now. They need an alternative source of making earnings, income, living. So if they learn a skill like trading the markets, they learn a skill like digital marketing that we teach, AI stuff, creating products, services online, and offering services, we can all move together and succeed. It's a journey. It's a 1,000-mile journey. It needs step by step, and we need many people on the bus so we can make the fun journey. Just imagine you get into a bus, a capacity of 65 people, and you're the only one and the driver. That's going to be a boring journey, right? But if there's 65 of you, it's going to be fun, right? So come on board, jump on board, let's go. And I'm going to end it there. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. And I'm going to stop sharing this. I'm going to bring myself back. There we go. There I am, live. Okay, I'm not a robot. I can see I'm going to sip water. That's me right there, live in my trading studio. All right. I'll see you later, guys. Cheers. See you on Wednesday. Wednesday at 9:30. Same place, same time, probably the same attire. I like to keep things the same. Routine. I'm a person of routine. So like same stuff every makes it easy, not complicated.